Hello, 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 beautiful people. Welcome back to Good Morning with me, Misty B. Now, guys, you know that I absolutely love to have fun on this show, right? I'm high energy. I have a high personality. I love all things fun. However, we're going to have some serious conversations here in the studio, and that's what we're doing today. I like to be transparent, and I like to bring awareness to things that are going on in our community. I'm saying all that to say that today's guest is no stranger to the Misty B Show. And guess what? We're going to talk about domestic violence, dating, and how all this ties in together, okay? I have in the studio with me Dr. Conte, and let me just tell you a little bit about her. She is an author, a counselor, and a domestic violence recovery expert. She has her own story that's pretty powerful as well. So guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back with Dr. Conte right after this.
Real estate can be a very complicated process. Finding one, how much can you afford? Financing, closing costs, mortgage, putting it on the market, considering offers, inspection, negotiations, submitting offers, schools, down payment, title insurance, home warranty, taxes, review net sheets. These are the pieces of the puzzle of home ownership. I'm the person who helps put it together and the glue that keeps it together. Give me a call.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Dr. Doe here again with a Late Health Presents, and I'd like to give you our Wellness Wednesdays tip of the week. Did you know that not only do the treatments for an enlarged prostate, but some of the medications for an enlarged prostate can cause the same symptoms that you're looking to avoid, namely sexual dysfunction. If you'd like to learn more, you can always check out our website, and you can always catch us here on Monday nights at 5 p.m.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lonnie Love. Join me September 12th for the Cafe Mocha Salute Them Awards, My HBCU Joy. That's right. Let's hear about your joy for your HBCUs. Hashtag HBCU Joy right now. Twitter, Instagram, anything. Pony Express. That's for the older alumni.
I'm Jonathan Cox with the Cox Radio Law Firm. For years, we have represented people who have been hurt or injured all over the country, but Houston is home. We fight for those who have been hurt or injured, however it may happen. So if you've been injured in a car accident, big truck accident, or even while at work, call our injury hotline at 1-800-HURT-NOW or log in to BigCityAccidents.com and let us fight for you.
BigCityAccidents.com. We fight for your right to get back your life.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Now, you guys know I absolutely love to have fun on the show. That's my personality. If you know me, you know that. However, today we have to talk about something a little more serious. We have to definitely bring some awareness to certain topics in our community. Saying all that to say that today's guest is not a stranger to the show. Her name is Dr. Conte. And Dr. Conte, let me make sure I get this right. She is a domestic violence recovery expert. Hello, Dr. Conte.
Hello, hello.
Thank you for joining me again.
I'm so glad to be here. I love being on your show.
Okay, now we have to talk about some things we've seen in the media here in Houston. All right. So before we even hone in on it, actually, no, let's just jump in right there.
Okay.
So we all heard about the story, unfortunately, about the Instagram influencer having a stalker and the stalker somehow getting into her place.
Yes.
And killing her and then killing himself.
Yes.
Let's talk about social media, stalking, and all these different trends that some of the younger generation may not be aware of.
Oh, absolutely. Well, first of all, everyone thinks it's flattering. They think it's flattering because you want all of the big followers, the big number of followers, the big number of likes. And so the more you get, the more flattering it seems. But we have to remember that these people are strangers and we absolutely know nothing about them. And so when they hit you in your inbox or your DM, you have to be careful because these people are strangers. And so sometimes it seems like the newer generation don't really realize that. It's almost like, well, you know, they like me, you know, and everybody wants to be liked. And all attention is not good attention.
It's not. You know, I have to tell you, so I don't get a lot of stuff in my DMs. I don't. But if I do, I don't check it anyway. So let me be clear. But I can honestly tell you, after doing the show on Food Network, that was the most, when I got some of the weirdest DMs ever. I got some guy asking me, telling me he's looking for a sugar baby, and he wanted to know if me or somebody else on my team wanted to be
A sugar baby.
So like you said, so you have to be able to discern. I mean, obviously that was very clear.
Yes.
I have no desire, sir,
Yes.
to be your baby at any point, sugar or salt. But that's just me. But so what's just some of the younger generation, what do you think they should be aware of that they're not?
Well, first of all, what are you putting out there? You know, if I see one more booty shot, I just don't understand. What happened to the face shots and the smiling shots? Everybody's profiles and shots of their day and everything is showing from the back with their head turned around. You know, so what are you saying to people? That you're inviting the different types of personalities that are sometimes abusive, aggressive, stalkers, as we talked about, people who want to really come in to harm you and take advantage of you and not be people who want to support what you're doing.
Ooh, okay, let's talk about that support, because you can use social media. Let's be clear. You can, I use social media for business.
Absolutely.
I am a foodie. I love telling people where to go eat. I love sharing my food experiences. So you can legitimately use it for networking and use it as a business to get money.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So if you are using your voluptuous body to become a brand ambassador, influencer, what do you feel like they need to be doing, like differently anyway?
Well, the only thing is that is great. You're absolutely right. A lot of probably 70% of my business and clients and inquiries come from social media.
Oh, wow.
That's absolutely great. It's the best marketing ever and it's free. However, and it pays you. If you do it right, you can get paid.
Yes.
However, but remember that it is just that. The problem is when you take it past social media, when you're actually doing things that should be still private. I always say there's three personas: your public persona, your personal persona, and your private persona.
Ooh.
And so many times, people are making their private personas public.
Okay, let's define that really quickly. So a public one sounds pretty public eye. But what is the difference between your personal persona and your private persona?
Well, personally, Dr. Conte likes animals and puppies.
Okay.
People know that. I may show something on there about that personally. But privately, I have some things that I enjoy and I indulge in. I don't want everybody to know because it's not your business.
I am not sharing it with you.
It's right.
Got
Exactly.
it. Okay.
So we have to be clear because people look at you a certain way. And they draw from what you're putting out there.
They do.
And we have to be careful about that.
I always say that. I always share that. I don't have guys who approach me with foolishness. And my guy friends always tell me, because you look like you're not going to put up with it. No, because I will cut your arm, sir. Don't come over here with that. But no, like, so the women who, well, I guess I want to ask you, what are some of the things they should look for? I'm 21 years old, Dr. Conte. I just had my BBL.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I feel like I look fabulous. And, you know, I had all this greatness. And I am liking this attention that I'm getting on social media. Okay. How do I know when I'm attracting the wrong type of attention?
The wrong type of attention start off with, hey, girl, look at that. I see you with that fine butt.
Oh.
That's all they want. Even people have been getting plastic surgery for years.
Right.
Of course, now it is way more popular than ever.
Because they are getting it young.
They're getting
how are you
it
20-something
young.
years old with this much money to get
Exactly. I was in Miami a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, she's got a new booty. She's got a new booty. She's got a new booty. Everybody has new bodies. But okay, so what are you wanting from that new body? What are you wanting from that?
Oh, we gotta define that. That's good.
Yes, because if you don't define that and you don't know that, then you're going to accept what everybody else define it as. That they may define it as you want sex.
Wow.
They may define it as you want to be out here and giving yourself to anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
You may just want to enhance your body. But what is it that your whole purpose for doing it?
What's the end goal?
And be very, very careful because people look at it a certain way. I was going into Walgreens the other day, Misty, and I'm looking at these two beautiful women because you can't help but to look, right?
Yeah, gorgeous is gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
There was two gorgeous women. They were all boo. And I'm walking behind them, and then there's this guy sitting in this high-end Mercedes. And he rolls his window down and he says, I see you, girl, with that big fine ASS.
Okay.
And I am just like waiting for her to first of all, ignore that or put him in his place. She goes over to the car and she said, and I'm waiting, girl. I'm walking slower and slower now into the Walgreens because I want to see. I'm ear hustling. I'm ear hustling. And she says, you didn't even ask me if I have a man. You don't even know if I have a man.
That's all she cared about.
Totally ignored the fact that he only talked to you because of what he saw your body looked like.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And let's be clear, physical attraction is the first thing that attracts us, but it's the delivery and how you approach someone. Wow.
Don't be disrespectful.
Yeah.
But if you don't respect yourself, then they're not going to respect you.
Dr. Conte, did you pull her by the hand and say, baby, come here?
I sure wanted to, but I was on my way somewhere. I had to get my card. I was going to a birthday party. Get my birthday card and get out of there. But
come here, let me talk to you.
Because a lot of times I do. I really do. Because I don't think they really realize it. And we attract who we are. Sick attracts sick. And so a lot of times you didn't get the attention growing up. You may have not been ever treated this wonderful before from the outside perspective. And so they are soaking it up. And a lot of times they really don't understand what they're doing is attracting the stalkers, the people who are going to show up at their door or people who are going to come to the places that you're posting live, saying that you're there.
Yeah.
You're doing real-time lives, real-time posting, putting your location there, and you come outside your door and there's somebody that wants to talk to you that you don't even know.
Maybe we need to have a self-esteem class.
That would be great.
That would be like a for real self-esteem.
Self-esteem, self-confidence,
yeah,
self-love, and pro-self is what I call it. Being pro-self, about you, elevating you to your highest esteem.
Girl, I know, but we got all off topic. But this is so good though, because that attention is not.
It's not good attention.
Yeah, we gotta go on a quick break. Okay. I'm about to tell a story when we come back. Okay, guys, we are going to be right back. Right after this break, Dr. Conte and I are keeping it REAL. See you in just a second.
Real estate can be a very complicated process. Finding one, how much can you afford? Financing, closing costs, mortgage, putting it on the market, considering offers, inspection, negotiations, submitting offers, schools, down payment, title insurance, home warranty, taxes, review net sheets. These are the pieces of the puzzle of home ownership. I'm the person who helps put it together and the glue that keeps it together. Give me a call.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy. Because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Experience the pinnacle of performance at Big Star Cadillac, formerly Ron Carter Cadillac. Drive the new 2021 Cadillac XT5 Luxury Collection for only $449 a month, or the new 2022 XT6 Luxury Collection for $549 a month, all for 39 months lease with just $1 down. At Houston's only Cadillac to-your-door dealer, Big Star Cadillac, Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
y'all. It's your girl, Lonnie Love. Join me September 12th for the Cafe Mocha Salute Them Awards, My HBCU Joy. That's right. Let's hear about your joy for your HBCUs. Hashtag HBCU Joy right now. Twitter, Instagram, anything. Pony Express. That's for the older alumni.
I'm Jonathan Cox with the Cox Radio Law Firm. For years, we have represented people who have been hurt or injured all over the country, but Houston is home. We fight for those who have been hurt or injured, however it may happen. So if you've been injured in a car accident, big truck accident, or even while at work, call our injury hotline at 1-800-HURT-NOW or log in to BigCityAccidents.com and let us fight for you.
BigCityAccidents.com. We fight for your right to get back your life.
Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so Dr. Conte and I are gonna jump right back in. So hey, pay attention, especially you younger girls and younger guys. We are not leaving you out, okay? You were included in this too. Okay, so back to the social media. So let's just, I meet a guy. He's being nice to me. He likes my BBL. I like my BBL. I don't have a BBL. Let me be very clear. Okay. I do not. Clearly you ain't seen me if you think I got one. But anyway, so what are some of the signs of aggressive behavior that I should look for? Like, when do I say, okay, this is kind of leading to something else? When do I know? Because sometimes I feel like people confuse possessiveness maybe with like. So what are some real world examples, Dr. Conte? What?
Well, number one, possessiveness and jealousness, I always say, is not cute. Most people think, oh, he just really likes me. He just doesn't really want. They think that it's a good thing that he only wants them and he don't want anybody else around them. But that's a sign of aggressive behavior. Very, very possessive. What are you wearing? How do you wear your hair? Who do you talk to on your phone? Separating you from your friends. Talking about everybody that you like, whether it's your family. She's too controlling. She's a cheater.
So demeaning the people that you do have. Okay.
She's a cheater. I don't want you really around her because she's a cheater. Or she's just jealous because you're in a good relationship. Distancing you from all of your key people in your life. That's isolation. And then everything is somebody else's fault. Something happened on the job, it's the boss's fault. Something happened in the family, it's the family fault.
Oh, the lack of accountability.
Accountability.
Not my thing.
It's your fault. Everything that you do is your fault. And then just the controlling, not wanting you to go to school, not wanting you to work at a certain place, not wanting you to wear a certain thing. I mean, all of these things are big, big signs.
Yeah. How long would you say, when do people usually show you? You know, because at first, my godmother used to say, everybody has their representative on when you first meet them, right? That's what that's the energy that they're operating in. So what's the time frame, if there's one? I know there's not a one size fits all, but if there's a time frame, does he start?
You're not gonna like it.
Don't you say 3 days. What you finna say? What you say?
Really, they will show you right away if we listen. Most of the time we don't listen. We're so caught up in the fact that it's flattering that we don't watch and listen. Oh, you're the one. I have never met anybody like you. I'm gonna marry you. First day.
Have a great life.
Thank you. Have a great life. Kick rocks. You're gonna marry me. You know, already. But we're so. He thinks I'm so flattering. You know, and the things they start to build. And you have to watch. I always give this example of a time that I was out with someone at a restaurant, and I'm looking at the menu, and he's looking at the menu, and the waitress come, and she asks what I want to eat. He takes my menu, and said she'll have this, 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 and this.
Really?
And I'm like, no, she won't. Even a kid knows she wants chicken nuggets or McDonald's burger.
Right.
So it's up to you to make those choices. But before I knew any better, the old, younger, unknowing me would have thought that's flattering. Gotcha. Oh, he's going to order my food
speaking
for
of
me.
this, so let me ask you, who do you feel like is really susceptible to these these type of guys? Like we said, low self-esteem, but is there a particular upbringing?
There's a particular upbringing, and sometimes not even just a particular upbringing, not seeing healthy love, not knowing what healthy love is. This is how it was with grandma. This is how it was with mom.
Our community hasn't seen. I just want to be very clear about that. That's not like we're seeing more of it now. But if you saw what you saw and you perceived that as healthy, then it's okay. So because we talked about the women, let's reverse this for a second about abuse towards the men. I see a lot of black women think it's okay to be mean to black men.
That's right.
That is still a form of abuse. But if I saw Big Mama do that, to
there
Big Daddy,
there you go,
and nobody ever said anything. This is what love looks like, honey.
Yes.
So why are you mad at me?
And we have a lot of messed up men as well.
Yes,
we do. Matter of fact, Fresh Spirit started our very first men cave. It's a group for men virtually because we do have women who haven't done the work. And so guess what? That's also a sign where they want all these bodies, this big, looking good on the outside, but tore up from the floor up on the inside. And so these men are attracted to that BBL, and then you got a stone cold fool because she hasn't done the work. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of community and our race and ethnicity, it also transcends to, Misty, the reason why we have the highest rate of killings from domestic abuse in our ethnicity. The African American woman is killed at a rate 3 times. 3 times higher.
Why?
Than any other ethnicity.
Because we miss
all of these signs. And we've looked at things before that we thought was healthy. And you add that on top of now social media, on top of now BBL bodies, and you get involved in
covering
things,
up, covering up. Nobody sleeping under the rug.
That are not healthy.
Wow. When do you know? Okay, so I know we're talking about a relationship, but when do you say, I'm not healthy, something's wrong with me? Like physical body, because your physical body shows you signs. Your ankles swell, whatever. I'm just saying, right? Things start to happen. Your physical body lets you know, I'm not really in a good place. When does your spiritual body, for me, when do you feel like it shows you, honey bun, you need to go sit on somebody's couch?
You complain all the time. You're agitated all the time. You're quick to anger. You're insecure about going around a crowd of people. You got to do the flaunt thing. You got to over exude yourself. And all of these things show that there's something in you that's lacking. A lot of times something in you that's hurting. There's unhealed, unresolved issues that you need to work on, male or female.
Absolutely.
Before getting into a relationship.
Whew. Girl, you're going to have all of us single for the next 30 years.
No. But there is so much healthy out there.
No, it is. It really is.
There really is.
Okay, so let's define healthy. Like, what is a healthy you, Dr. Conte?
Well, first of all, do you like you? Are you okay being alone? When was the last time you were without someone, out of a relationship? Again, a healthy you is a pro-self you. You're confident, you like who you are. What you don't like, you're working on it for you.
Oh, I like that. Because I was going to say, I definitely like me, but I would be lying if I told you. I didn't have thoughts sometimes like, you need to work on this, you need to work on that.
But you're working on it for you.
Absolutely. Because I want to be my best version of Misty.
As you should be.
Like, really. Okay, now let's define a healthy relationship.
The same thing. They're patient with you. First of all, healthy is slow. And this is another thing you're not going to like.
Okay, take that.
Yeah, this is another thing you're not going to like. Within 6 months, you should not be moving in with anybody, marrying anybody. It takes time.
Wait, Dr. Conte. Big Mama and them got married. They got married. Look, I got to give you the...
And that's why some of us saw all that unhealthiness. We just talked about what we saw with Big Mama and Papa.
I'm just saying, Big Mama and them got married within 3 months. 17 and 22, probably 35. Anyway, I'm just saying.
But take your time. And I'm not saying you have to be 3, 4, 5 years dating someone. That's not a good thing either. But take your time. Those are 6 wonderful months that you're getting to know one another. The seasons change 4 times in 12 months. Can you imagine how many times a person changes?
Ooh, girl, I can count my own changes. Okay, we have about a minute left. So before we wrap up, if you are in something, right? You're in something, you know you've put up with it longer than what you wanted to, all right? But now you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. But you're having a hard time cutting the cord. What advice do you give those men and women?
Do it. do it instantly. I know it seems like we have to wean people off. When you're in toxicity, there's no weaning off.
Oh, girl. You can't keep them on the boob.
You can't.
Breastfeeding is over,
Yes,
honey. Okay.
Yes. Block, rock, and move. I just made that up.
Block, rock, and
Block,
move.
rock, and move.
That's
baby.
true, though.
Yes,
Okay.
because and I know it's hard, but what you do is you give more and more incentive for that person, particularly if they're abusive and they're controlling. Every time you respond back, that's giving them an incentive that it can work and it will work, and you should just go ahead and move on.
Just move it forward.
Move it forward.
All right, Dr. Conte has been great as always.
I love being
I've
with
never
you.
laughed so much talking about something so serious, but I'm glad we can make it lighthearted and we
Yes.
can make it educational so people can know. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having
and
me.
guys, I am going to be right back right after this break. See you in just a second.
Real estate can be a very complicated process. Finding one, how much can you afford? Financing, closing costs, mortgage, putting it on the market, considering offers, inspection, negotiations, submitting offers, schools, down payment, title insurance, home warranty, taxes, review net sheets. These are the pieces of the puzzle of home ownership. I'm the person who helps put it together and the glue that keeps it together. Give me a call.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Experience the pinnacle of performance at Big Star Cadillac, formerly Ron Carter Cadillac. Drive the new 2021 Cadillac XT5 Luxury Collection for only $449 a month, or the new 2022 XT6 Luxury Collection for $549 a month, all for 39 months lease with just $1 down. At Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Big Star Cadillac, Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lonnie Love. Join me September 12th for the Cafe Mocha Salute Them Awards, My HBCU Joy. That's right. Let's hear about your joy for your HBCUs. Hashtag HBCU Joy right now. Twitter, Instagram, anything. Pony Express. That's for the older alumni.
I'm Jonathan Cox with the Cox Radio Law Firm. For years, we have represented people who have been hurt or injured all over the country, but Houston is home. We fight for those who have been hurt or injured, however it may happen. So if you've been injured in a car accident, big truck accident, or even while at work, call our injury hotline at 1-800-HURT-NOW or log in to BigCityAccidents.com and let us fight for you.
BigCityAccidents.com. We fight for your right to get back your life.
Welcome back, everyone. I know that Dr. Conte and I laughed a lot, but we really want to make sure that we prepare our future generations for their authentic self. Like, it's time for us to be us. So listen, we talked about cutting the cord in relationships that are no longer serving you. And so that's something that an old coach of mine used to always say. If something is no longer serving you, be it your car, be it your home, be it your job, it's time to cut the cord. So as always, I love leaving you guys with questions. What is it that you need to cut the cord on? And how do you know when something's no longer serving you? When you're not feeling, number one, peaceful about it, and when you're not feeling joyous about it. Sometimes we just have to cut the cord and say, it's okay, it's time for my next season. As always, feel free to chat with us on Facebook and on Instagram at American Star TV. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye-bye.